All right. This one's going to be about witnessing suicide, which this is tough for me. I've been meaning to talk about this in a way to get it out. I try writing about it. My words just go right off the page. I can't finish. I can't get it out. But a little over 2 months ago, this is the most important person in my life. I lived with her for 4 years, going on 5 years. She ended herself right in front of me in my bedroom. Last words were "F you, I hate you," and she painted my ceiling. Boom, that was it. Only after pointing at me, and I tried to defuse the situation. Hey, calm down, all that stuff. So everything that led up to this was a lot of negative, a lot of painful stuff, suffering economically, suffering finances, problems, everything you can think of that most people are going through right now. A lot of working people are going through a lot, and it's hard to watch how everyone around you has to pick up second jobs or they're just suffering through stuff. Well, that was this situation. The only difference was where we lived. And the house I was living in for 3 years with her had a presence there. As ridiculous as that sounds, I had a pastor come there twice with a congregation and bless the place, and then a Native American healer come there. I had worked with a medium for a bit as well and did these cleansing rituals and all this stuff. And it would go, that feeling would go away, and then it would come back full force. And darkness, negativity, just bad feelings all the time. The house was from 1800. That's the earliest date. And it was an illegal daycare where I could see the marks in the closets. Like, these kids were kept in closets. Like, some stuff happened there. And I know for a fact 2 people passed away there. Although I don't know if that's what caused this or where this came from. There was a neighbor downstairs they were Costa Rican, and we caught them more than once going into our apartment. They had access, they had the codes, and they can get into our apartment. They planted some things there. And anyone that knows a little bit about like Costa Rican Catholicism or Santeria type stuff, they plant items on your property with the intent of you not finding them, but it's either to influence action or for almost like surveillance to watch you, or just to wish the worst on you. And this stuff, it escalated, and voices at night, I would wake up, and she would too, where it felt like someone was choking you, whispering in your ear when you're sleeping, things flying off the table. I saw a piece of trim above the microwave. It shot out, hit the glassware, broke it, and it all fell into the garbage can. And I would just keep writing it off because I'm just like, nah, I don't got time for this. I'm tired. I work all day. I'm looking at this and I'm going, it's just the wind. It's the wind. But all that aside, it was the feeling, this darkness feeling all the time, like there was a fog around your head, like smoke, like something pulling you down. And that's how it was with her. She was like, I feel like I'm being pushed down, like I can't get up. And there were times she would sleep for 2 weeks at a time. And yes, I did try to get her help. And for anyone out there that has gone through this and lost someone that did that to themselves, the guilt, the survivor's guilt thing is heavy. It's hard. Like, I still can't sleep every day. I have trouble on and off. I have nightmares. I hear that sound of her hitting the floor over and over, and I have guilt towards her family, like, because some of them look at me like I'm at fault because I didn't do anything, which I did. I tried. I really tried. And some people are set in their ways and they're determined and they're just not going to accept help, or they just can't be honest. And that's the biggest part. People can't be honest what they're going through. So to anybody out there, if you're going through something and you really feel like you're at the edge, People want to help. They want to help you. You just got to reach out, and you got to stop playing that pride game like they have too much going on and no one cares. The people care. Generally speaking, most human beings are kind and gentle and caring people. Yes, there's lots of narcissists these days especially, but if someone's really your friend or your family, despite all differences, most people will help if you really reach out. And I've had people reach out to me that I barely knew, and I've helped them. And in fact, this woman I'm talking about, when I met her, she barely knew me at all. And I had been hit by a car, and I was bedridden, and I was being evicted, all this stuff. I was injured. She showed up and just helped me. She just said, I'm not going to let you fall. And I'm like, why? You don't even know me. Why are you helping me like this? She's like, who else is going to? There's good people out there, despite their problems and their flaws and whatever battles they're silently fighting every day. But this thing, whatever this was in the apartment, her and I had both started doing guided meditations with a healer, a Native American healer. And she would walk us through these meditations a couple times a week. And she would tell us, you need to stay centered, focused, do not fight, calm, 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 pray, cleanse yourself, write. Just everything's about being calm and good energy. The more you fight, the more this grows and gets bigger. And she specifically told us more than once, if this thing gets what it wants, it gets a big fat meal. And that means you end yourself, and it wins. And it feeds off that. And after she was gone, I ended up staying there a few nights, and which was difficult, weird, surreal, especially because forensics hadn't taken care of things yet. It was over holidays. There was a calmness to the place, and even friends stopped in when they helped me move, and the landlord, and they said the same thing. It feels like a different place. So this, whatever this was, this energy, this thing, it's at rest or hiding, or it got what it wanted, whatever you want to call it. And yes, this sounds insane, it sounds crazy, but I believe it with everything now. I completely believe it because I lived through it. And I'm still living through it. The guilt and the pain and the grieving is part of my everyday life. And it feels like I'm completely alone in my head all the time. But through work, through focus, and through meditation, and through laying off vices and laying off negativity in general, it does get better. So if you're going through this and you lost somebody, whether it's a child or a family member or someone to the S word, someone that ended it themselves, you're not alone. A lot of people go through this, unfortunately, especially now because things are rough out there and people don't see a way out. Mental health is a major issue now. Drugs and alcohol, major issue now. And depression is a major issue now. I never thought in a million years this would happen, because this person was someone that was at all my family functions at Christmas, and this time of year has been very difficult, and it's very hard on a lot of people. And I'm sorry to any of you going through this out there. It's hard, man. And that's why I do these videos, whether someone sees them or not. I don't really care. It's for me. It's to get this off my chest. It's nothing other than like a living journal of video and audio. So after going through all this, and after getting through the most difficult parts, which is moving and going through her belongings and bills and finances and all that stuff, if you can get rid of these things that surround you, that remind you of this person, and I don't mean dispose of them, I just mean put them out of your vision for a minute. You can't live around someone's bedroom that did this. It keeps that grieving and that pain alive. You need a break. It doesn't mean you're a bad person because you remove yourself from that. Just let yourself breathe. As soon as I got away from that, every day was an absolute struggle, because it took over a month to take care of this. It was every day I would get a feeling in my stomach when I was going there, and I'd walk in there, and it was like this shovel hit me, this weight pulling me down. It was just so sad and depressing and painful, and the guilt. I would pray when I went in there. It just, I would picture myself hugging her. I would do that. I would stand in a room alone and I'd reach my hands out and hug her. And I would talk to her all the time. And that's normal too. Talk to her. Talk to them. Talk to him. Talk to whoever it is that you lost. Just talk to him. Even if you're mad and you got to yell at him. But you got to find a way to get through it and let it go. And I'm not there yet, but I'm at a point now where if someone seeked some kind of counsel or direction, I could give them a little bit because I'm into it. I'm into the grieving process and I'm through the worst of it. Although it's never going to go away, that pain changes shape. And whatever this bad thing was, I'm just focused on praying it away. It's going away. I left it behind at that house. In fact, even the neighbors moved out because they said there was the devil in the house. They ended up moving. Take that as you want. Call me crazy, but I mean, does life seem normal these days? Do things seem normal? Do they seem like it's business as usual? Like everything's just working out like they always have? The whole world is on fire right now. There's chaos just brewing and you can feel it. There's boundaries just being broken and passed every day with whether it's our government, our culture. Things are degrading. Degeneracy is at an all-time high. This is modernity, and modernity just continues to circle the drain. So, God bless all of you. If anybody out there is going through what I'm going through and is lost and needs help, don't hesitate. Reach out and keep it moving.